welcome back to Timberborn. And after much stress, I said I recorded the previous video with the old version of the game, and I made the mistake of updating my laptop last night when I started the game to try and finish building this, and then couldn't load the game because there was a mod conflict with the update for a bit. It turns out for me it was the vertical power shaft mod, and Tobert, the creator of the mod, updated it very quickly. But what I found is even though I'd updated the mod, it wouldn't start. So what I had to do is completely delete the vertical power shafts mod from Timberborn, start the game, save it without, which removed them all, then reinstall it and rebuild all of the things that used vertical power shafts, and that has fixed it. So that was good. I was very stressed last night, very stressed, but we will now get to see one of the cool features of the update, in that things partially build themselves, which is very cool. And also we have now got the first part of the new STAQUADUCT in, and we'll get to that in a moment, because I don't want to forget. Thank you, Problame, for reminding me to put in the control tower over here. And what I'm going to do is, I think, just build it on a platform over the path here. I think that'll work. That covers probably most stuff that we need it to cover, and I'm going to make that a high priority job. So let's get that going. What else did I do while you weren't here? I put another house here, and I've put in a couple more breeding pods because we're a little bit short of beavers. So I wanted to address that. And while we're here now, while you're here now, we will put back the rooftop things that should be up here. So let's do that. Let's get the roof back on there. Let's get the path back to there. Well-being, we had rooftop terraces, didn't we? Well, that threw me for a second. We had scratches there and there, and then I think we had decoration. I think there was a beaver bust there and a beaver statue there. I just need to check. Yep, that's okay. So that'll get that built. That gives us 36 spare beds. Actually, what I did, I only put one breeding pod, and I swapped one of these to be a one of those. Yeah, but what I'm going to do is build one more advanced breeding pod, because I do want to start upping the population a little bit, because we're kind of short of beavers. Right, what we're going to do is head over here, because I also had some really good comments on this stuff. Oh, a really good comment, and I need to, it was by Darth GBC again, and the suggestion was, and what I'm going to do is, so I think that for ease of building's sake, I'll talk about some of the things that I discovered with building this, which might be somewhat obvious, but yeah. Let me grab that single piece of path, please. So you'll see there's all sorts of gantries and things, and I'll explain those in a moment. And And I'll explain why I've got them building a bunch of engines as well. You might be able to work it out, I guess. Let's do that. Let's delete that path. And I think we're going to be able to delete the backstop that's in there as well. So, yep. Sorry, I find it hard to concentrate on that and talk at the same time. So, what I want to do is I'm going to put in some double platforms, put one there as well. We're going to run not double platforms there, I want single platforms there, don't I? Yes, stupid boy. I can't do that, so we can do that. We can do that and that. We're going to run single platforms along there, double platforms along there. Handily, someone built some warehouses there. Platforms. We've got a bit of a challenge there, but we'll work around that. This is going to make building the wheels easier. The power wheels, water wheels, whatever we want to call them, whatever they choose to identify as. And what we'll do is we'll do that, and then I'm going to draw. This is probably seems really inefficient, but we're going to do that, and then we'll let those build that. So what this does, what this did, is I originally had a path running on here, and that came from the main district, and then this gantry comes over the top from scrap a flow and let those guys get inside to build, and that's why I did it like that. But what I found is, and then I had this one that dropped inside here because I had a bunch of beavers get stuck. But what I found is that if I dropped the beavers inside, they built all of the stuff infinitely quicker. So let's do that. Let's do that, and while they work on that, I might actually pause the game for a moment. Again, the suggestion from Darth, and I just need to remind myself of the spacing. I believe it was a double platform. So we're going double platform, yeah, there, and then 2 levies, another double platform, U, and then U. So what I'm going to do, because he pointed out that there's no point just having bad water sitting stagnant essentially in here. We can have water wheels going in here, so I need to rework my design a little bit. Let's delete that. We're going to delete these, and that's why I always say that comments and questions and stuff are welcome, because you help me do this better. If I run all the way to the back and put in some platforms, and then we leave a bit of space for water falling and stuff, and I think maybe 4. I'm just going to put path across there. We might adjust this as we go. But yeah, I think if we look to go about there. And I could just count now every 5 on, but doing it with power wheels is maybe easier. Water wheels. So we're going to leave that there. So that's 5 is there, then 1, 2, 3, 4 there. That should be the correct gap. So if I put one in the middle there, yep, that works. There. Now we get to a problem because I built a path. So temporarily we will delete the path. I just want to check how the spacing works out, because if we need to shuffle it like one block or something to fit in an extra water wheel, we should do that. So that goes there, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you go there. You would be there. That's right. Because it'd be really frustrating if we ended up, as I say, like one block short. But actually, that works perfectly. So yeah, we get in a few more wheels. We've got a nice bit at the end. So I'm pretty happy with that. So we're going to pull the trigger on all of the water wheels. So we're going to actually, let's let them come in. Do some of that building. I think a lot of this stuff, particularly if I go like that, we are going to need to get up there anyway. If I do that, they can build all of those from above, I believe, apart from maybe one of those. But if we swap that to be a set of ladders, then they can build that one. So that should let them build all of that. That they can build from that side. So we need to put that back. We need to put that there. So that should let a whole load of that be built. So let's hit the button. I've added in Unstuckify. I've also added in from Mr. Battery Smooth. I thought I'd added it in the pantry mod. Wow, it's only 3 logs. This thing, I think, is maybe a little bit cheaty, but it sounds kind of cool. So we're just going to put one in and we're going to have a little look at it. Where are we going to build it? Let's build it there. So this thing seems to come in with stuff in it, maybe. I'm going to build it all the way over here, actually, just as a little test. So let's put it there and let's prioritize it. So that would be even cheatier if it comes with stuff in it. Battery Smooth makes awesome mods. But this seems to hold 100 of every food. Oh no, there we go. So it holds, that makes more. So it holds 50 of every food, which is what I expected. It's called the Pantry. He's had a bunch of feedback on it already because it's a new mod that he's created. You know, with suggestions to maybe make it a little bit smaller so it's not quite so cheaty. But we're going to put one there. And now just generally up our food. I think at this point in where we are in this play, having a slightly cheaty food store is not a major problem. And actually, they're going to be really good for things like this. You know, for district crossings, because then you can store everything either side. And you don't end up with the district crossings being choked with foods. So that's kind of cool. So the reason I've put engines here is, and we've got this in, we are short of scrap metal, but the mine is going in slowly. But now we need to remove these. And yeah, the engines hopefully will produce enough power to account for that, apart from the fact that we've not yet got our bot thing going, but that's just because as a district. We don't really have the resources yet until we've got the mine up and running. So, but what we need to do is, I think, no, not do that. Probably work backwards. So, yeah, I really want to get rid of that ridge. It's probably pointless, but I think it'll make my life a little bit easier. So I'm going to, which might frustrate some of you, but hey, it's my game. And then kind of torn on how to do this. On whether to just get an initial flow over here to get these generating power so that we can then scale up all the industry here. That's one approach we could take. The second approach is we could build it to the height it needs to be. And let's work that out. So from there, it would be, and I don't necessarily need to do it this way, but I'm going to, because that's how my brain works. So I can do, no, sorry, this is how my brain works. If I don't do it this way, I won't be convinced that I'm laying it out properly. So, and then we go one more set, I believe. Yeah, so that's how high we need to get the bad water. Oh, this is going to be so big. One. Let me just check it. So we're going that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That way, that way. Right, yep. So what I'm actually going to do is just build myself a little marker stick. Let's build it out of the way, and I'm not actually going to build it, I'm going to pause it. But that's how high we need to go up. So we can now just come in and delete that. Okay, so I now know how high I've got to get the bad water, and that means that we need to get the point over here that high as well. So I am going to, how do I actually, because we're not using the bad water now, I can just do that. Because I was going to say I was going to put sluices in the bottom, but we don't actually need to do that. What I'll need to do is just occasionally open them to let a little bit in the bottom there. Yeah, I'll need to be able to keep that going, so we'll need to incorporate this sluice gate in, or a sluice gate, into whatever we build. Right, let's make that a priority. And then we're just going to bring something over that way. Yeah, I'm going to use logs for this. Right. They're going to come straight down the side of one. I might then backfill in behind it. And then we're going to come across So, and you can start to see the partially built things, which is cool. So it's a really nice addition, actually, even though I was massively frustrated last night when it broke my save. All right, so yeah, we've got power wheels going in. Awesome. So the intent will be that we'll have a power connection running all the way down this side. We don't need that path in there anymore. So if I delete those, hopefully the reason I had to put that in is I had a bunch of bots get stuck somehow. Let's delete that. Yep, and then let's throw in a whole load more of these. Gonna be a heck ton of power when it's done. I guess there's a piece of path left under that one still, but it doesn't matter. We've got so much to build that we'll just let them build what they can build. Yeah, and these are logs and planks. So we're still bringing over logs and planks, which is cool. Yeah, there's just so much to build over there. I did start putting explosives in for the aqueduct that we're going to build. And actually, I didn't want to blow up that last piece. We're going to put that back. And we're going to cover to there. That's going to be too high. We'll do impermeable floors to there and there. We'll put levees there. We're going to have to do levees on all four sides. That's going to be not like that. I know the water extension mod has some things like this in. I like building them myself. So. And we're going to run over this, and then we'll come across here. We're going to stay high, and then we're going to have to go up. We might actually run over the path. Yeah, we could run along the path. That would be good. That would work. All right, how are we doing over here? So we've got all of that built. How are we doing for... We're still 20 beavers short. We're still a few bots short. We've got a lot of planks over here, so I guess we might just be short on haulers because we're short on beavers and the hauling's going a long way. That's okay. And big projects always impact on things, so I'm not too worried. I am going to prioritize the build of these. And actually I'm going to build one of these over here. Because that's really what they're intended for, isn't it, I think? If we put that there. And then put that there. Yeah. I think it's a really cool little mod. It would be... I would kind of like it if it held a bit less. Maybe if it held like 10 or 20 of each food for the size of it. But not a big deal at all. It's very cool. So I think I'm just going to let them keep building all of that. This This is just waiting for the treated planks now. And, we are importing pine resin. We are importing treated planks. So I think that's mostly just a case of, if I can find the right button. I do know what I'm doing, honest. Let's make sure they're not marked for cutting anymore. There we go. We've got some spare beavers in this district, so let's get some more tree cutters going. Oh, we've got a lot of tree cutting to do over here, so let's unpause these. Let's space them out. There we go. Are they all marked for cutting? They are not. Of course they're not. It's me. There we go. Because I assume this, no, we're still not using all our logs in this district. Okay. Yeah, hopefully the extra breeding pods here, the extra beds will be good. We've got a vacancy. That's okay. I can cope with that. It looks like we've still got spare food capacity. We could probably do some easy wins on well-being. We could probably do some easy wins on well-being at some point, which would make the beavers. I guess if we go into here and we go to our beavers in scrap flow, yeah, if we could push their well-being up a bit, that would be beneficial. And what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to build the Flame of Unity over the housing. We can do that from the main district because of where it is. That will help a fair bit. What else could we do? We could do a clock and some other bits and pieces. So let's do that. If we put a clock there, clock in decoration, yeah. That should hit a fair few, I think. And maybe if we did one, let's see if that makes enough of a difference. And maybe a beaver statue over the path here. It's decoration, isn't it? There we go. And let's make those high priority builds. Please. That's cool. That's cool. It shouldn't take them too long to get that built, and hopefully we can, if we can push up the life expectancy of the beavers in this district, we can push up the population without the extra cost, which would be good. So getting that built. We can put in the next layer of that pretty easily. And then that's going to come across there like that. Actually, it may need to come across a bit more aggressively than that. That's going to come across like that. And we're going to have a little bridge over there. And I'm going to, it might seem weird, but I want to just blow those up as well, just for neatness. What's going on? Oh, we're starting to get pine resin there, so we should put in a tapper shack. It's not the biggest area in the world, but it will help. So let's unmark those for cutting. Because if they're producing their own pine resin, that will be a good thing. They'll need a lot of treated planks in there, so yeah. There we go. We did unmark it to be cut. We did, yep. You do need to be cut. And you do need to be cut. So got plenty of wood to cut down. We as the population grows over here, I guess we might want to expand the builders. So that's pushed our happiness has gone up a little bit here. I guess we got that built. So I'm going to, in preparation for that, blast that out. And then we can put some more builders huts along there. Let's look at our well-being again. Any more things we could cheese easily? A detailer. We could put some detailers in. There we go. They need treated planks. Anyway, let's get those going. That'd be good. I'm kind of guessing these guys don't have much well-being at all. More scratches, and that's pretty easy. So we could do that. And I guess we could do that and that, because I think there's lantern that we're short of. So we could put that there. And does the bell give a... No, the bell doesn't. But we could maybe put a clock above that as well. So let's get all of those to some sort of priority. That'd be good. That'd be good. We need to open one of those, get some bad water going again. You can be detonated, and I'm just going to throw in another builder's hut, but just make it a low priority workplace. I should make sure that, yeah, because we're importing and then exporting scrap metal, which is kind of stupid. Potentially, because I don't know how intelligent the game is, so let's turn that off. I guess if we brought in oh, we're bringing in all of the foods, that's okay. So the thing that we could get going over here, maybe should get going over here, is algae rations. And not that much space under there now, actually, because I planted all of the trees. So maybe we won't build them over under there. Maybe we could build them up here. Because we could put a... You could do that for water. And we have filled our water tanks up, which is good. So we could probably pause a bunch of those now. And see if our existing water tanks just keep those full. Yeah, we could build the hydroponics up here. That would work. I've let the game run for a bit. I think we need to fix the mine. I think that means we need to sort out our treated planks issue that we still seem to have. And a bit of me thinks that maybe we just throw some wood workshops in where we used to have them. We would only get one. Actually, we could do two because we could take power out of... We could put one there. If I change that to be a ladder, we could have one there. It's not ideal, but we're really struggling for treated planks. And the alternative is, you know, a lot of work expanding this, and we have a short-term problem. And I think this is the best solution to that short-term problem because we can address it quite quickly. So if we do that, because we have power here, so if we did that and that, we could then do storage, small warehouse there for pine. We could do a long one for planks and a regular one for treated planks, because the treated planks are going out so quickly. I actually seem to be short of treated planks supply. Planks obtain. So let's actually look at that as well. We've only got 36 pine resin, so clearly our minuscule stand of pine is not providing enough. But I don't really want to replace any wood trees, because we need all the wood we can grow. So what we're going to do is put in another one. So if we do wood forester, we'll put a forester there. And then we can replace the forester with a tapper shack. Because that's irrigated land, that shouldn't be a problem. It should never dry out. That's famous last words. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And then that. You need to put your impermeable floors on the bottom of your pipe. And on the top of your pipe. Then we do that. And we do that. Close the sides in. There we go. That'll get that done. But yeah, we where did I put that up there? That's cool. That's really cool. I love those new animations. Yeah, we need to get more pine resin going, it would seem. I had not noticed that that was a limiting factor for us. So let's address that. We could equally well stand to just dynamite that out. Give us a little bit more space. Let's make sure that none of that has inherited being cut. Nope. Oh, it did, but it hasn't now. Yeah, you can be a bot. You can be a beaver. Right. Back over here. So we've got a couple more water wheels to build. So we should now be able to focus on, in fact, we are focused on. We have created a problem in that we now can't get bad water here. So we should make sure we are importing bad water. In the short term, which we are, and I will pause the bad water pump. So what I need to do is actually let's account for that now before we build any higher. We want to have a sluice gate there, and then levees that come around to there. And we'll need to be able to build that. So if we put that there, we'll be able to. And then we'll just automate that. While that's going in. How's that too far from a district? I guess they can't get it because it's over the top of there. So, okay, we'll worry about that at another point. More levies. There we go. And we need to start putting levies in here as well. So let's enclose these in a relatively small box. And, probably not an awful idea to just connect that to there. And they can build that round like that. And just to get that block finished, we're going to do that. That can go in. In order to connect all of these up, because I am not a complete masochist. I think I might build. Should we need to build from above anyway, don't we? Because we need to. Oh, that's not been built yet. Okay, I need to keep that connected. So I guess the next phase here would be to put in to start putting these in, wouldn't it? So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? That works perfectly imperfectly. Or maybe not. So I can't count. I can count. It's just if I do that, it moves by a bit more. There we go. So maybe the way to do this is to do 5s. Do that and do 1 every. That might be a more sensible way of doing it. Like that. 2, 3, 4. That in the right place? Yep. Do I want to build them that side, or do I want to build them that side? I don't think it matters. Don't think it matters. Actually, for visual effect, I might build them both sides and do slightly smaller overhangs going both ways. I know that'll be inefficient, as we'll be placing 4 ways here rather than 3 ways. And I know that's completely unnecessary because there's no way that they can connect out the back. But what it means is I can't get them the wrong way around. Yeah. Doing something because it's easy rather than because it's efficient. And then, yeah, because we need to actually get up to build all this stuff. I'm actually going to do that and then run a line of, and what's more efficient? Can you build under bridges? I think you can, can't you? Because bridges are pretty cheap to build these days, aren't they? Yeah. Let's try this. Remember, folks, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. Let's try this. If I'm stupid and it didn't work, it was stupid. Okay? And actually, we might want to change it. But I just want to test this theory. What I might do is do 2 platforms so that we can then keep going up, because I don't think, yeah, we can't platform on a platform that's got a ladder on it. So, but we might just end up deleting this row of ladders and then doing another set further, or this row of bridges. So let's see how it goes. Right, so they're now all built. So let's delete you and you and put in that one. Is that the only missing one? Let's delete you. Put in that one. And then we just need to deal with this, but this probably needs to stay for now. Right, they've built all of that. That was very quick. Well done, beavers. Good job. Let's delete that. Delete that. So at the moment that's working, which is cool. We're going to then go across like that. We probably can't build most of that, so let's delete that. I think at this point I'm just going to shut these down, because that will make my life much easier for building all of this. Because we don't have to worry about bad tide going everywhere. And we can do that then. And can do that, and then we can just bring a path in from above. There we go. And I know I don't need it, but for neatness, I'm going to put that there. So it seems like that's working. Seems like that idea is working. So we'll go with it going this way as well. So let's delete the path from here. So one of the things that I might do is hang gravity batteries in this space that I left. That might have been a cunning plan. That might have been entirely luck. Who knows? Not even me. But yeah, I think that might be quite a cool idea. Because that way, because we'll be at full height of the map, we can blast down to full depth at the bottom. You are going to get yourself stuck if you are not careful. So we're going to high priority building the first one of those. Come on. That'll do it. That'll do it. All right. Bridge. Yeah, if we just repeat this process now. And then as we go up, we just delete the bridges and put another triple platform on the top. Or however many high platform. And then build another set of bridges. I think that'll work just fine. And this is much easier than faffing about with, that works, with, you know, putting a power piece down, coming back, putting another power piece down, and hopefully, because I'm pretty sure, I thought anyway that they could build off the side of bridges. Maybe I'm wrong, which would be incredibly annoying. I thought they could build off the side of bridges. I really did. I guess we'll see in a moment. This might be a complete waste of time, in which case we'll just replace them all with platforms. I guess we'll see once they get this bridge built. Right, we can place the last few pine trees. Unmark them for cutting. How's our well-being in this district? 32, much better. And how's our population? 5 spare beavers. And our mine is still a long way up. But do we have metal yet in this district? We have a little bit. We have a little bit of gears and a little bit of planks. So let's get some bot parts being made, and then we can start making some bots. Did these get made, and are they working? They need to be switched over to be bots. it's still a little bit short pine resin by the looks of it, which is, you know, kind of why we're doing this. And we're going to now just keep going in a straight line with our pipe above ground. And we're not going to keep going in it. We don't need those there actually, so we can delete that. And that's going to be a single platform. I'm going to put it so I don't forget when I come back later. And then levies. Oh, this could be fun. What's that path actually doing? Nothing now. So delete, 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 delete. Oh, we need to close off a pipe. Handily, we have the ability. Closed. So we'll get a bit of leakage, but that's okay. I'm guessing they can't get to that side of it if I do that. So let's be patient. Let's build both sides. That will let the pipe drain a bit as well, which is probably sensible. Someone remind me to turn it back on. Okay, back over here. All our water wheels are built. They are building those. So they aren't building those. Are they building these? It says that's too far from a district as well. I'm kind of confused. Ah. That'd be why. That'd be why. Can they get that now? They can. Awesome. So that was just a me thing that I'm sure some of you were saying in the comments. I'd forgotten to connect the path. So hopefully now all of that can be built. That's into there. So let's bring that up to another level. Let's delete the path that I put in. Oh, and this is going to be a regular theme for these videos for a little while, till the heat wave in the UK breaks. If you're used to the temperatures, then I'm sorry. It's now it's only 9:30 in the morning. It is 30 degrees in the room that I am recording this video in. I am not good in 30-degree heat. So yeah, this is not fun. This is not fun, and it's partly 30 degrees in here because I have the the computer that I built for traveling with, which I call Reactor, because it's small and gets very hot. I know, I'm a geek. It's been rendering a supercut of the Badwater Ridge series for now about 12 hours because they take forever to render, which is why there was a bit of a gap between the last one and this one. But that thing is toasty warm. And yeah, it's quite warm in here. some more of that built. That actually doesn't need to be raised up, but that does. So let's come across there. Can probably delete that now. Go across there, and ultimately we want to come across there and across there. I guess if we bring that across there and there, let's throw a platform in the corner there and levy to there. Let's get all of that built, I guess. That'll keep them busy for a little bit longer. They're working on that. I was hoping to get this generating power today, but we may not achieve that. Because there's quite a lot of construction to do. I guess we need to get a few blocks higher to just drop bad water in. So let's not remove that path. Let's remove that bit of path. So I think we come across here like that, like that, like that, like that. I prioritize the end pieces. Try and avoid anyone getting stuck. Though we have got Unstuckify now, so maybe I don't need to worry. Yeah, if we can come up a few more blocks, we could actually start to push bad water through these water wheels. And that would be really cool. We've got some chassis and some limbs and a few heads. So let's do that. I did say I was going to bring some bots over to start doing this. Actually, over here, have we got any... Can't even remember where our district centre is over there. It's right in front of my face. We have got 5 spare bots. So let's change that minimum now to not be that. And let's just send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bots over to Scrap Flow, and they can work on doing bot production. Because we've already got some charging. We could put in a bit more, because we could come along the top here. And we could do science for now. We could just do that. And that'd give us some bot charging capacity. Until we've got more bots. How's our mine doing? Because we really want that running soon. We've got plenty of pine resin now, which is good. You should be set to obtain. But yeah, the power grid's probably not so great. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. So let's throw you there, and we'll run a path around. Right, that's all in. So I'm going to delete that bit of path and put the end on to avoid them getting stuck. And we might as well, while we're waiting, delete all of that. That. And then I'm going to put a staircase there. And there. And let's delete this piece of path. I guess I'm going to come there and then across. Yeah, we'll do that. So this one really wants to now come this way. Yeah. To line up with that. So let's remove annoying tree. I said we wanted to get rid of all these trees. There was a reason for it. We might as well put that layer on there as well. That's going to be getting built. So you can go. You need to go there now, and then you need to come all the way along here. And you need to go in like that. You need to go like that. And it's got to go so much higher. But I don't want to use mechanical pumps to raise it up because that's a waste. And our wood supply is almost keeping up. Almost keeping up. This is getting done, which is really cool. That's been done, which is also very cool. I'm not going to build any more of those. I want to try and focus on actually enabling power generation out of this thing. So this needs to go now. Let's tidy up as we go, shall we? You need to go. You need to go. That path can go. That path can go because they're building that end. That path should go. That path should go. That needs to go to there. I think this needs to be removed. Over here we got our first bot out, so let's unpause you and make you be bots. You know, the whole bots make bots thing. And then I really want to get bots going in here. Increase the rate of production of treated planks. We'll try and get bots going in all of the industry there first, I think. So that'll do that, and that will be high enough depending on flow rate, but we can manage that by how many we open. So let's put that in. That's not quite all the way around, but let's let them build what they can get to. But I'm going to let them build what you see there now. Having fixed a slight problem, which some of you may have spotted, in that this wasn't actually linked up to the path up above, I've moved the warehouse for explosives, and I've removed that, and I've changed the pathing route slightly, and we can now continue. Is that going to give me a wide enough? I might actually move it again. I think we're going to go up there and come here. Let's do that. And then we'll come along along here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, something like that. So this needs to be raised up. Let's delete those bits of path. There we go. This actually needs to be raised up quite a bit. That ladder's in the way. Path is in the way. Oh, so yeah, we need to go one more. Like that. That means that needs to go up 2 more. So we need to put another triple platform in the corner there. Going to need a double platform in the corner there. I'm going to delete the path there. Going to delete that. I'm going to put that levee there. Yeah, they can get to that, so that's the correct height. Let's delete the path around here. There we go. Escaping levees. There we go. So that's how high that needs to be. A bunch of that can be built from the ground, but some of it can't, so we'll do that. Right, that stopped them getting through there, so we can now delete that. Yes, I'm going to delete that path there, and I'm going to delete that path there. And we're going to come across there like that, and like that, and like that, and we'll put a double platform there. And it probably wouldn't hurt to give them access from there as well, because the more points they can access it from, the more bots we can have building it. And if we have a path around it, then they can do things from multiple places. There we go. So, and then we just need to come along here. Oh, I got it slightly wrong. That would bug me. That would bug me. So, as with making it out of damn pieces that had holes in. Does that bug me? That bugs me as well. So we're going to go there and there. And then we're going to come across here. Like that. And then this one will come out. So we do want to build up there, just to focus the flow a little bit. And we'll come down here, and then like that. Initially, isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? And if they get all of that built, and actually, yeah, we'll leave that gap for now. We don't need that there though. We might want one there. And a path up there. And we'll extend that path. And that way. So if they get all of that built, then we will be able to turn it on because they're all connected. The other thing that I was going to do is, because I want to leave this at the moment, is we're going to do a bit of a bypass so that we can leave the path in. So we'll go up, over, and this is where I miss the old high power shafts. I know this achieves the same effect. I think they were much more elegant. Let's do it that way. Do it there. And yeah. That will allow the power to flow. We can tap power out of anywhere here. We have 4 more bots to put into jobs. So I've been starting to convert industry over to bots over here, and that's freeing up a bunch of beavers, which we're going to start. We got a load of homeless beavers over here. We have. The first thing we should do is pause one of the pods and then build them some houses. Let's build a couple of those. There we go. That'll sort it. We don't have grease or anything in this district yet. That's okay. I've started putting in the double platforms that we will need for the overhangs as well. Give them something to do. And probably I should start also putting in the let's start putting in the bridges so that we can do building this side. Basically, I've got build a beaver. Building beavers sat about doing nothing in this district, so they may as well do something. And I quite like this as a way of getting up to do the platformage. So they're all going that way, so we will keep them going that way. So that it is consistent. Just gives them something to do, basically. If I could be bothered to... No, I didn't want to use that. I wanted to use a bridge. If I could be bothered to count, then I could do this more efficiently. But I can't be, so we do it this way. And it works. And that's just fine. So yeah, I'm going to let them get this done. We'll come back when it is, and we'll see if we can switch it on and generate some power. Actually, I can now put in the corner piece there. They can get to it. They can. Awesome. Yeah. So probably what I'll do is bring power out of here and just run an ugly old power shaft across for now. 3 more bots spare. So let's get them doing food processing. We need to have a good go through this district now because we've got a lot of spare capacity, I think. Yeah, we've got a lot of spare capacity for doing things. Anyway, are we back? I had a cunning plan. This was taking absolutely ages, and it's the last little bit. So I built some bridges, and suddenly many bots have appeared to build this because they can all access it from the side, which is much quicker. So yeah, that was worth doing. It took them very few minutes to build these 2 bridges, and basically they were only able to build 1 block at a time rather than all of the blocks at a time, which is much more effective. Everything else is in. I've got a power line not quite hooked up yet because I would like to see how much power these water wheels output once we hit the button. So yeah, that's really cool. We've got bots doing most of the jobs in this district. Let's just have a quick scan of things we might want to switch across. All the mine's up and running. Is it, or is it not quite done yet? Nope, the mine's not running yet. It was very close to being built when I looked last time. The explosives factory, that would be a good one. Gear workshop's done, the lumber mills are done, the smelter is done, the tapper shack is not worth doing, but the farmhouses might be once we've got a few more spare in this district. And I've built a load more charging stations as well because we've got quite a lot of bots, and we have got quite a few spare bots. Beavers, I sent some beavers back to the other district because we had too many here. But I think next time, because we're coming to the end of this episode, I'm going to scale up the industry over here. We'll probably take over this whole area with industry because we now shouldn't need these. So let's just do a quick check. Looks like everything is in place. So let's open up. Maybe I'll do one at a time, because I'm a little bit hesitant. So this should just keep this at, let's go 0.5. So this should just let us have this operating again, which will be good. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about how this is going to work at this initial very shallow depth. But this is just to provide us with an initial capability to generate power, to put the industry in place that we need to then build the other 80% of this. I mean, it's pretty nuts that we're 20% of the way through. That's pretty crazy to me. What I think I'm going to do with this structure is maybe, I really like this idea actually. What I might do is build one corner up and put scaffold around it because it was so much quicker to build. And the resources that you use to build these 6, particularly the 6 long bridges now, is so small compared to what it used to be, and you recover most of it. So we do need to recover resources a little bit. That is an issue. So we need to swap you over to be a tapper shack now, and we should put in a storage for pine resin set to supply. Let's prioritize building that because I think we're still quite low on pine resin, so we're not going to get those trees planted. That's no big deal. Not too worried about that unless one of our other, no, not quite, right on the edge of the other forester's ability to plant. We'll continue that next time. Can I now? Wondering if this pipe has emptied enough. It looks like it has, so we can. I deleted the wrong one because I'm dumb. What we need to do is put the impermeable floor back there first. Need to delete those. We need to put 2 levies in there. Back over here, we are almost there for power on. So let's click on the straight power shaft that's connected to it and see how we do. Remember, this is just one of the 3 bad water sources we've got available to us. And we're already at 2000 HP. I don't have the beaver power mod in at the moment. I will be adding that back in. I went through, when I was panicking last night with my mod issues, I just went through culling mods that didn't really matter that I removed because they didn't affect things that I had built. Okay. Okay. Oh, the mine is up. The mine is up. So let's just pause that for a moment. We'll get that going next time. So we are starting to lose trees. So we will need to put in, we can remove this path now. And we need to put in a bunch of contamination barriers, I guess. But with all of the wheels turning, we are at, this is dropping off a bit again. So we peaked at 9,000. What if we open up another one? As long as we don't flood, because if we flood, we're going to contaminate the whole of Scrapper Flow. Which would be bad. We should probably put in some dams on this side to account for that. But we're now up to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and this is off of 1 layer. So it's just 1 layer. Now, I suspect when we start relying on gravity, we're not going to get as much power out of the lower layers, but I'm pretty sure that we won't need those engines anymore. 18,000. And remember, this is drought proof. So can we withstand opening up everything without it flooding? I'm just going to stay on this in case we need to close it. It doesn't actually seem to be going up. Seems to be staying at the same level. Just watching. No, it has gone up a bit. Has gone up a bit, but I'm a bit nervous about that. Yep, let's shut that off. Yeah, I'm not happy with 3 open, but it's briefly. Oh well. So we're looking at about 18,000 HP. That's pretty crazy. Right. Took it in, and we can get rid of these. We don't need you either. Just come build that. Just come build this. That's what you need to do, and everything will be fully powered. Someone please come build that, and we can make use of this 16,000 HP. So what I'm going to do when I build, when this is fully operational, is we will have some dams on the back side to deal with any overspill like that. But I would like it to be able to operate off of the full power capacity. But we now have a huge amount of power to expand the industry over here. I'm thinking that we might want to, well, we definitely need to get the mine running. We need to delete path under here and put in a bunch of contamination barriers. Because that has caused, I was expecting that to be an issue. I was just being, well, irrigation barriers because it's iron teeth. It's just being a little bit, I don't know. I just chose not to preemptively place them, I guess. But there we go. We might need to come around the corner there a little bit. Yeah. The words that I was trying to get to is I think we want to place some more pine trees. So what I'm going to do is mark the rest of this area here to not be planted, and we are going to put in storage a few long tiny warehouses for pine resin so we can start to stockpile it. We don't need to be importing it now. Let's turn that off. Awesome. And yeah, everything's working. We've got our supply of bad water back with this little jobby. We've got 15,000 HP being generated, or BP. Over here, we almost have enough power being generated, and we've got the gravity batteries acting as kind of a soak for that. Are we generating enough treated planks now over here? Almost. Are we generating enough? Anything over here? How's the mine going now? It's going. We will be able to help that next time by firing up the mine over here. So we should plan ahead for that with I go scrap metal efficient. We need explosives, gears, and treated planks. I should remember that. So treated planks go in one of those. Explosives and gears go in one of those. And scrap metal is going to go in one of those. They're going to be set to supply. Gears, obtain. Explosives, obtain. Treated planks, obtain. So that is us done. Phase 1 of the STAQUADUCT complete. We are generating power. So any comments, questions, or suggestions are welcome. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and tune in next time for phase 2 or 3 or whatever it is, and we'll continue. See ya.